3 problems that ruin conversion and UX in your AI product. As a product designer working with AI apps and websites, I've noticed how often companies keep making the same mistakes. Across different tools, teams, and industries, there are a few common problems that hold companies back, not just in terms of user experience, but also when it comes to making money. Pricing pages, onboarding for experts, and focusing on technology, not benefits. Mistake number 1, pricing pages. This one's way too common, especially with AI tools. So here's the key thing. A lot of users only try one feature, then when they are interested in upgrading, they hit the pricing page and nothing happens. They bounce. Why? Because the pricing page doesn't do good enough job of explaining what's included in each plan and why it's worth upgrading. Just look at examples like Nyota or Ritter. Based on these, let's discuss 2 use cases. First one, users exploring the pricing page after limited use. So if your product has 30 features and someone's only tried 2 or 3, they will want to know what else they are getting before upgrading. And if the pricing doesn't make that clear, they will go back to the product to explore. Or worse, they will just leave. That's a lost opportunity. These people are interested in upgrading, and we are letting them slip away due to a lack of information. Second use case, people like to compare pricing pages. Some users might not be convinced to your product yet, and they will open another alternative to your product. And what will happen? They will simply compare your product pricing page to the other one. And here is a little battle, because if they can't quickly understand the unique value of your features, even once, specifically once they haven't tried yet, you risk losing to other better explained pricing page. And there is one more thing you should avoid. Don't use learn more buttons that take your users away from the pricing page. If you drop them into a docs site or external link, there is really good chance they will get distracted and just forget about upgrading and never return. So it's an easy way to ruin your conversion by having this sort of links. As you can see, the pricing page isn't just about prices, it's also an educational moment. It has to pick up where onboarding left off. Sure, strong onboarding help, but let's be real, many users skip it and explore only a single feature. And even with great onboarding, users can still land on your pricing page without fully understanding the rest of the features. So, what does a good pricing page look like? Check out the Synthesia's pricing page. They don't just list features, they actually explain what they do. Even better, they include short videos to show how some features work in practice. It's proof, not just promises. By the way, here is an additional trick. Some companies hide the navigation bar on the top so users can't easily click away. From UX standpoint, it's not recommended as people might get lost while navigating through the website, but from conversion perspective, it can reduce distractions and keep users on the page. It's something to test. It might increase conversion, but at the cost of being lost while exploring the website. Okay, educating users on the pricing page actually boosts conversion. But, and this is the most important part, there is no one-size-fits-all rule. Some companies may say, we don't explain features and we still convert. And hey, maybe they do. That's the tricky part of the design. It depends on the context. If your product, your user, your funnel is different, there might be different results. So yes, avoid the mistakes above, but if you really want to get it right, just run A/B tests. Try different versions, measure what works, and just double down on what converts. Mistake number 2, focusing on technology, not benefits. Use our AI app to edit videos. Use our AI app to plan your tasks. Use our AI app to schedule meetings. Sounds familiar? Here's the hard truth. People don't care that much about AI. They care about what your product actually helps them to do. Now, forget the AI part for a second. What you're left with: an app to edit videos, an app to plan your tasks, an app to schedule meetings. Convincing? Not really. There are thousands of tools that do the exact same thing already on the market. Just look how you explain your product in your onboarding, on your landing page, and across your social media. If your value proposition doesn't stand without the word AI, you might not have a strong product, but a gimmick. Disclaimer. So the problem I'm talking about right now exists if you power your service or your product with AI and you're talking just about the technology. It's an AI calendar. Great, no one cares. On the other hand, if your business is building LLM, that's the obvious way to speak. Hey, we are constantly building better models because that's what the business does. So let's get back. So what to do instead of endlessly speaking about AI? Explain your idea to people by using the language of benefits. A video editor app that automatically trims video and applies color grades. Save 70% of time during editing. Bam! Clear, simple, straight to the point. Sometimes you don't even need to mention an AI in your headlines. It can happen somewhere in the background. There might be a small badge in your product that says powered by XYZ AI to analyze thousands of files in a second or whatever it does. Just don't go crazy about the technology itself. I would like to share another simple framework that will help you refine the way you describe your product. I call it PVA, problem plus value plus effect. For example, tired of ineffective marketing? Our platform tests multiple ads to find what converts. Increase your results by 10x. It doesn't have to be complicated. The simpler, the better. Mistake number 3, onboarding for experts. This mistake has the biggest impact on your new users' most important journey, the onboarding. So what do I mean by onboarding for experts? It's when you are trying to attract beginners but end up designing your product with experts in mind. And that disconnect can seriously hurt conversion. Let's look at an example. Imagine your company builds a platform where sales teams can create AI agents. There is a huge market out there, including companies that don't have any background in AI at all. So you offer them a free demo of your platform. And here's the catch. Those new users land in a product, take one look around and leave. Why? Because the entry barrier is just too high for them. It feels like trying to pilot a spaceship. Overwhelming UI, unfamiliar words, and way too many unexplained buttons. This is your job as a product owner to make the first impression easy, clear, and engaging. Of course, there are no universal design rules. Everything depends on your product, business, and sales funnel. But in most cases, the user's first real contact with your product is the landing page. And that's where problems often begin. Landing pages are also a part of onboarding. Most landing pages are written for people who already understand AI, the copywriting about, benefits, possibilities, assuming the visitor knows what an AI agent is. But what if they don't? Imagine, potential clients lands on your site, they don't understand basics of the idea, and the website is already trying to convince them why you are better than the competition. It could help their business. They will be happy with the results, but they are not going to pay for something they don't understand. What can you do? Try this. Take a screenshot of your landing page, paste it into a ChatGPT, and ask, if I didn't know what AI agents were, would this page explain it well enough? You might be surprised by the answer. Let's go further and focus on the onboarding inside of the product. It's weird, but many AI tools don't include an onboarding at all. No walkthroughs, no embedded tutorials, not even a single YouTube video. users log in and we basically say, good luck, we hope you figured it out, but it's not a school exam. Our job is not to test people, it's to turn them into happy paying customers. 5 ways to instantly improve your AI products onboarding. First, start with the most popular use case. Don't overwhelm users with all of your features. Just activate them with one powerful common scenario. Second, explain the outcome. Tell users what they will learn and what they will be able to do with this. Some products have tutorials, but users feel lost because the steps themselves aren't clear enough. 3. Teach them by practice. Avoid long tutorial videos in modals or pop-ups that show up right in the user's face after they create an account. Users are likely to skip this. Instead, guide them through real tasks they will eventually face in the product. Number 4, break big tasks into smaller steps. Don't throw users into a complex flow. Start with name your project, choose your goal, choose what you want to achieve, and so on. We don't want to overwhelm people by a complex task like create the project connected with Firebase and create the first webhook. Like those people are for the very first time in your product. 5. Show progress. Use a visual indicator to show users how long the process will take and how many steps are left so they know what to expect. Even a simple progress bar can do the job. Proper onboarding is a big deal. And yes, it depends on the product. Some tools may benefit from interactive training projects, while others work better with guided tooltips and screen overlays. I will create a separate video on building the best onboarding flows for AI products, but for now, I'm confident these tips will already make a difference. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm Patrick, a product designer for AI and early stage startups.